Hi guys, it's Mika Martinez, and in this video, I'm going to reveal to you the one reason why you probably still aren't ranking on Google. If you don't know who I am a Shopify SEO expert. I've been in the SEO industry for over 6 years now. I've worked on over 200 projects, and I've helped scale some of them to over 7 figures in annual revenue. So let's get to the video. The one reason you probably still aren't ranking on Google is that you're probably not building enough quality backlinks. Hear me out. Most e-commerce brands have no problem doing the technical and on-page SEO themselves if they learned how to do it properly, right? And I think the reason behind that is that it's easy to understand technical and on-page SEO. Like technical SEO is you can simply run a site bulb crawl. It'll identify the technical issues on your website, and you can go about fixing those issues. Sitebulb will even suggest how to fix those issues, right? Like if you have missing alt tags, if you have a missing title tag, if you have 404 pages or orphan pages, like you can easily just go over those issues and resolve them one by one like a checklist, right? And the same can be said with on-page SEO. It's easier to understand, right? Like when you do keyword research or build a topical map, it's easy to understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to identify the keywords that you can rank for or you should be ranking for or that's relevant to your brand, and basically planning out content for these keywords, right? To target these keywords. Even like optimizing navigation and site structure, making sure it's seamless for the user to navigate your website makes sense, right? Even like optimizing your shopping pages, adding content to your shopping pages to show the search engine that you are the authority or expert in your industry. The same can be said with supporting blog content. Publishing supporting blog content is easy to understand, right? Like, oh, okay, we need to add content to our shopping pages. We need to publish supporting blog content because we want to show the search engine that we're the authority or expert in our niche, right? So it's easy to understand technical and on-page SEO, and therefore it's easier for most people to learn these things and implement them on their website. Where people, where most brands fall short on though is off-page SEO because I guess it's harder to understand, and it's also just you know more difficult to connect the dots. Like, okay, how does a backlink improve my rankings, improve my traffic, and essentially improve my revenue over time, right? And then there comes the problems with how to build the backlinks, how to determine whether a backlink is high quality or not. Will this backlink actually move the needle, etc. So that's probably why most e-commerce brands like have no problem executing technical and on-page SEO once they've learned it, but still have difficulty with off-page SEO and actually building backlinks, right? Like here, why most e-com brands don't build backlinks. They're expensive. I mean, on top of the things I just said previously, they're expensive, right? And they take time to work. And if if you've been burned by buying bad links in the past, you're probably skeptical or hesitant to buy more backlinks, right? Like if you spent $1,000 on some low quality backlinks and they did nothing for your traffic, nothing for your rankings, then you're probably going to be hesitant to build more backlinks. But the truth is, without backlinks, it's unrealistic to think that you're going to outrank your competitors. Like backlinks are still a top ranking factor, and the fact that it's not that difficult to execute technical SEO and on-page SEO has somewhat become commoditized because you can kind of like just Google the target keyword, look at the content of the top rankers, and kind of imitate what they're doing and slightly improve upon that. It becomes easy to execute technical and on-page SEO if you know what you're doing. So the difference maker really comes down to off-page SEO, right? And that's really, I think, where at the highest level, SEO is really being won by these top brands, right? So if your competitors are doing any link building at all and you're not, you're definitely going to fall behind and you're going to have a hard time outranking them. That's just the truth of it. Like you need backlinks, quality backlinks to outrank your competitors. And so, you know, despite them being expensive, despite them taking a bit of time to work, you need quality backlinks. And so here are a few tips to actually help you win the backlink game, right? So number one, you need to do a link gap analysis. You need to find out how many links your competitors have and compare them to your own, right? Because you don't want to randomly build backlinks because you don't actually know how much it takes to outrank your competition. For example, like let's just assume technical and content is completely the same. So you're just looking at backlinks. If your competitor has 10 backlinks to this specific page and you only have two, the link gap is 8. So you need to fill that gap, because if you don't fill that gap, all else equal, it's unreasonable to think that the search engine will suddenly decide, oh, we're going to rank this brand higher because they have two backlinks or they built an additional two backlinks. No, your competitor still has 10 backlinks. They have way more backlinks than you. There's no reason for the search engine to rank you over them, right? A link gap analysis gives you a blueprint or a roadmap to how many backlinks you need to build to actually outrank your competitors. So that's the first thing you want to do before investing in backlinks. Because if you need 8 backlinks to outrank your competitor, I'm oversimplifying this, but if you need 8 backlinks to outrank your competitor and you only have the budget for 4, don't build the 4 backlinks, because you're just gonna waste your resources, because 4 backlinks is not enough to outrank your competitors, right? And there's another dimension that you have to consider of like a backlink quality, right? Like if you do the link gap analysis, you want to look at the link gap also in terms of the quality of the backlinks, right? Not just the quantity. Like, yeah, your competitor has 10 backlinks and you have 4, but what if they only have 6 quality backlinks and you have 4 quality backlinks? The link gap is only 2 quality backlinks. And yes, I'm oversimplifying this, because quality is not just one quality, like one is like a quality and one's not. No, there's like a range as to how good a backlink is, right? Depending on how many backlinks that backlink has, how many referring domains that website has, things like that, or where the backlink is, like what page is it on, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a lot of factors to consider. But again, when it comes to backlinks, you want to focus on quality over quantity, right? Ideally, you build a few quality backlinks from real relevant sites with traffic, because these will always outperform low quality links. Low quality links actually might just be a waste of your budget completely, and you don't want to invest in those at all, right? And the last thing is, you can start small, right? You don't need 30 links a month to see progress. This might actually even hurt you because it looks unnatural. Like if the link gap is 8 backlinks with your competitor, you don't want to build all those 8 backlinks in a month, because that can look unnatural in the eyes of the search engine, right? And you know, yes, you can slowly drip the links and just monitor your rankings, right? Because okay, maybe 1 or 2 links is not enough to outrank your competitors and get into the top 3, but they should be enough to improve your rankings. If you build a backlink and your rankings did not improve, that backlink probably did not do anything for you. Like that probably was not a quality backlink. So when you build backlinks, you want to track your rankings accordingly to make sure the backlink you built is moving the needle, right? So basically, to give you an idea of you know whether you're building a quality backlink or not. And yeah, time and time again, we've done this several times for all our clients, and we've always seen that an increase in quality backlinks is always leads to an increase in rankings, traffic, and revenue essentially. Because again, backlinks are still a top ranking factor, and arguably it's the most important ranking factor when everyone is focused on technical and on page, and it's becoming easier and easier to do technical and on page, especially with the rise of AI. I think off page SEO moving forward is where a lot of the battle is won when it comes to SEO, right? Backlinks are going to become more and more important the more on page SEO or content gets commoditized. Okay. So, what's the lesson here? So, backlinks are the single biggest ranking lever most ecom brands overlook. Because of how easy it is now to take care of technical SEO and on page SEO or content, right? Backlinks are still where most brands are hesitant to use their resources on, because yes, they need an upfront investment, and yes, the ramp up period can be painful. You can invest thousands on backlinks for 2 months and not end up in the top 3 yet. But again, if you're serious about growing your SEO revenue, you can't skip this step. And because so many skip this step, the fact that you're doing this basically puts a moat around your business once you actually start ranking. Once you exceed that link gap of your competitors and they become the ones that have to catch up, and you can just keep building backlinks so that they can never catch up, you're basically solidify your rankings for the long term. So yeah, that's it for now. I hope this was helpful. I think backlinks are still one of the most important, if not the most important part of the SEO playbook. So yeah, that's it for now. If you want us to take care of your SEO, I'll leave a link in the description. You can apply to work with us if you're a good fit to work with us. We'll hop on a call, and on this call, there's no obligation to work with us. So at the very least, you end up with a free SEO consultation and an SEO action plan that you can implement on your own. So yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for listening. Cheers.